Hello everybody, this is Stefan from Lush and Salty Aquariums. How are we doing today? Excuse my soft voice. I have a wife who's napping in the other room and I'm trying to be discreet. But I just cleaned this tank yesterday afternoon, so overnight the filter did its thing. The water became super clear, more room for the fish. You see the the lamb chop rasboras grouping in their glorious bronze Art Deco-like color to the right there, and there's also a gorgeous platinum veil beta fish in there. I hope he makes an appearance. He's swimming around since the light came on, but of course when I get the camera, he is missing. So basically this tank, as I've reported before, is really hard to clean because it's a Fluval edge, and while it's a gorgeous fish tank, it has a glass sealed top with just a relatively small opening for the filter and feeding, etc. And subsequently you have to really use your creativity to get your hand and arms in there. But I did it, and I do it about once a month. I clear out all the plants, and what that really means is I trim this Monte Carlo here. You see it's kind of raw still from the pulling and the cutting, but that ball will quickly double in size and start carpeting. Now I don't want a total carpet here because I like the effect and I need the real estate of having exposed ground as opposed to inches and inches of carpet, because this carpet grows up as well as sideways, and it's already a nano tank, and these rasboras need as much real estate as I can give them. I also trimmed the Java fern here a little bit. It's a massive healthy clump, and I'm sort of just leaving it even though it too takes up a ton of real estate. But this tank has been up for at least 2 years now, and it's one of my favorites. Despite the cleaning issue, it's actually a gorgeous, easy to maintain tank other than the cleaning part. I bought a while back an inexpensive extra light to set on the top there. You see it with these nifty little plastic brackets, because while the Fluval kit is pretty decent all the way around, it has a great filter, its lighting is mediocre at best. And so for plants, especially something like Monte Carlo, you needed supplemental lighting. And I've seen this with other people who have this aquarium on their YouTube channels, their videos. They do the same thing. And in any event, once I did that, the effect was tremendous, and I was able to grow anything I wanted, and I got full light coverage throughout this gorgeous little tank. But as you can see, that Java fern is essentially like a juniper bush. It's very tightly clustered. There is some below area for snails and shrimp and what have you, of which there are plenty in this tank. But one of the things you can see or not see is all those shrimp or snails. They're in there, and I don't think the shrimp are being predated. Maybe somewhat by the beta fish, but there's probably between 20 and 40 cherry shrimp in here. There's even a really nifty orange one that I see from time to time. When I clear the Monte Carlo, you get a great view of the Bouchelandra plant in the back there, which is a little bit rarer, and it does really, really well. It's under the current from the filter, which mimics its river environment. It does really good and adds some purple and red tone to this otherwise study in greens. And then of course I have a Nubius here and a little bit of cryptocairn in the back, as well as a crypt in front here. Now this plant used to be more dominant. It receded for whatever reason, it just happens, but I'm okay. There's a nice kind of elegance to that simple lone plant there as opposed to another big bunch. This tank generally stays the same in terms of its aquascape, its look and feel. That's because I'm really happy with it. I'm sorry to say the betta fish did not make an appearance, but there are videos where he does, and you can search them out. He's my best specimen of betta fish of them all, so it is kind of a shame, but I'm not going to go after him or look for him. And we'll have to do with the plant life and these lovely lamb chop rasboras, which, as many of you know, are a slightly smaller, more exotic variant of the harlequin rasbora. Ah, wait. I see a white fin. There he is. Come on, come on. Ah, voila. Look at that. Is that a beautiful fish or what? Boom. I'm so glad he made an appearance. He's very happy. Nobody picks his fins, and he doesn't pick on anyone else either. You can see him just happily congregating. Forgive the reflection, but he's right there with the rasboras. It's truly a happy, I don't want to say community tank, because there's really only a couple species of fish, but this grouping has been solid for me, so I recommend a group of rasboras and a betta fish. At least my experience has been tremendous. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And as usual, always keep your hands in the tank. Ciao for now.